You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's Monday, the 8th of December. This is meteorologist James Spann. Alabama's weather turning brighter this week. We're expecting a clearing sky later today, but really the big story, the coldest air so far this season coming in here by the time the weekend gets here. How cold? Well, let's take a look. All the new data is in. Here's the upper air look this morning. One last little shortwave trough is just west of here. That's produced some light rain overnight. But that rain is pushing out of the state as we speak this morning. Still raining before sunrise over southeast Alabama, areas south and east of Montgomery. The rest of the state dry. And again, a pretty good chance we see some sun this afternoon. Most of Alabama in the 40s to start the day. Got a couple of low 50s way down south. Highs will be in the 50s in most locations today. So here's our watch warning map around the nation. Northeast of Alabama, we've got a winter storm warning for parts of southern Virginia and surrounding that winter weather advisories. And up north, a lot of wind issues, all the shades of brown you see over the Dakotas, Montana, parts of Wyoming. Those are either high wind watches or high wind warnings. And we also note a winter storm watch in effect for parts of North Dakota, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. And one thing we're not going to worry about anytime soon, severe storms. Remember, we are in tornado season in Alabama. It runs from November through May. But in a cool, stable air mass, no problem. Today, there could be some thunder over the southern tip of Florida. Tomorrow, not a single thunderstorm expected across the United States. And the exact same thing on Wednesday. That's pretty rare for December, but it's very, very calm in terms of convection. And around here, just not much rain. Look at that. This is the rain for the next 7 days. Precipitation valid through Monday of next week. And the big numbers are back in the Pacific Northwest. And around here, nothing. How about that? So, model fans, let's go through it day by day. This is the European OZ run, 4 o'clock today. Same basic idea we've had for a while. Ridge in the west, trough in the east. That last little wave within the trough is east of the state. So, again, this afternoon, we're expecting the sky to become at least partly sunny, and highs should be in the 50s in most spots. And snow fans, if you're looking for snow, Virginia's the place to be. Southern Virginia, south of D.C., looks like they could get a pretty good little snow today. So tomorrow, it should be a bright, sunny day for a change. We're going to start the day below freezing for the northern two-thirds of the state, upper 20s and low 30s. The high tomorrow should be in the 50s, and again, a bright, sunny day. We'll take that. Same thing on Wednesday, partly to mostly sunny. Highs in the 50s for North Alabama, 60s for the southern counties of the state. And then on Thursday, we're still dry. We have an approaching front. And then on Friday, with that cold air beginning to push in, it's not here yet, we'll still be in the upper 50s and low 60s Thursday and Friday. The European suggests maybe evidence of a little light rain west of here with that front, but the moisture return it just doesn't look to be sufficient for any showers here Friday. So for the moment, we'll leave Friday dry. And again, we'll still be pretty comfortable on Thursday and Friday with upper 50s and low 60s. And again, snow fans, head north if you want to see snow. Indianapolis, Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, most of West Virginia. And then Saturday, we are dry and we turn sharply colder. Now, it's interesting to note this particular run of the European, the OZ run, is not as cold as some of the other runs. But whatever, it's going to be sharply colder. We can pretty much guarantee that. Highs in the 40s for much of the state. North Alabama, highs could be in the 30s. In fact, some parts of North Alabama might stay below freezing all day near the Tennessee state line. And then Sunday, the European tries to bring in this slug of moisture over the Tennessee Valley. We're not quite ready to buy that yet. We're leaving it dry Sunday. So these are temperature anomalies. First off, this is coming off the European ensemble. This is ensemble output, and this is their AI version. And this is the anomalies for Sunday. And again, you can see really, really cold air covering the eastern two-thirds of the country. And we're kind of on the edge of that. Now, the GFS ensemble is much colder, the American global model. Showing the cold air much deeper into Alabama. So again, you got the European here, you got the GFS here. Both are cold. Question is how cold. And if the GFS solution is correct, we're going to see teens over the northern third of the state Sunday morning and maybe Monday morning of next week. If the European version is right, it'll be mostly in the 20s. But again, we do expect to freeze all the way to the Gulf Coast by Sunday morning and possibly Monday morning as well. Here's a week from today, Monday, the 15th of December. The flow has gone zonal, and we're generally dry. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday, December the 18th. Kind of a split flow. We've got a trough in the northern branch over eastern Canada. In the southern branch, a trough that's hanging back over Texas. And if that's right, there could be a few spotty showers around, but there's no evidence to see any really big rain event here for the next 10 days. And certainly no chance of any severe storms based on the forecast patterns we're seeing here. Here's a look at rain for the next 15 days, valid through December 23rd, Christmas Eve. The green line, that's what you're looking for, and it's a little over 1 inch. Really not that much for December. But let's look at the national blend of models. When you're looking at cold air coming in here, you want to look at the ensemble approach, and this is what this does. It's a really good product. And again, you can see 49 today. South Alabama will see 50s. Then everybody in the 50s for the rest of the week. Notice Saturday, the high dropping to 43. And these numbers are basically for a midpoint right across the middle of the state. So if you're over the northern part of the state, it's going to be colder. Highs in the 30s on Saturday. And again, mid-20s Sunday morning. And the numbers have come up a little bit on the NBM based on the European being a bit warmer. But again, clearly there's a chance we're going to see some teens over the northern part of the state Sunday morning. But then we bounce back with highs in the 50s for next week. Latest long-range guidance, December 15th through December 21st. Temperatures right where they should be. Near average here across the deep south. Pretty cold up in the northeast. Relatively mild in the west. Cloudy, cold weekend. Now, we did see some sun Saturday afternoon for a little bit. Not long, but many spots over North Alabama saw sun Saturday. South Alabama did not. But these views taken from Birmingham yesterday on a cloudy, cold, early December day. And really, not that far away, we had a nice sunset. That was taken over at Rising Fawn, Georgia, right across the state line, south of Chattanooga yesterday. Last night, Birmingham looking awfully good. Note those low clouds. You can see the ground-based lights reflecting off the low clouds from the taller buildings in downtown Birmingham. How about the campus of Auburn University last night? And man, it's a cold look up north. This is North Dakota, the frozen tundra. And again, our friends up north will be sending us that pretty good shot of cold air coming in here this weekend. All right, let's check the schedule for this week. Going to be at Southside Elementary, Etowah County this morning. Looking forward to that. Tomorrow, going to be at Westside Elementary in Cedartown, Georgia. They do let me cross the state line from time to time. Then I'll be stopping by Northeast Alabama Community College in Rainsville. Love our ACCS schools. On Thursday, going to be at McAdory Middle School for a program there. And then Jasper on Friday at Memorial Park Elementary School. And don't forget, you know what night this is? It's Monday night, which means Weather Brains, the weekly show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. 7 o'clock Central Time on the Weather Brains YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains. The audio podcast comes out late tonight. You can catch me this evening on ABC 3340 News and every day on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, Classic Rock 106.9. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Monday, and God bless.